The FIVEaa Sports Show. Stephen Rowe and Mark Bickley. Weekday afternoons from 4 on Adelaide's FIVEaa.
Get a PureTap from $49 up front on a payment plan. T's and C's apply. Visit puretap.com.au. They bring us a Port Adelaide player each week, and today it's Brad Ebert. Brad, welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks, guys. Thanks for having me.
Yes, we're just saying in our opener today, Ken Hinkley described your round one win as one of the best he'd been involved with. I tell you what, this wouldn't have been far away.
Yeah, mate. I guess it's always good going over to the West, and especially now that they're in their new stadium. I think, they've only lost 3 games or something before this game on the weekend. So, we knew it was going to be a tough challenge, but yeah, the boys were pumped. It was a good feeling, being able to just sustain that consistent effort over 4 quarters, and then it was a great feeling after it. That's for sure.
Plus 21 for contested ball, plus 17 for clearances, 71 inside 50s, and you kept them under 60 points. It was a complete team effort. You had a plan and you executed it. That was the pleasing thing. Just try and share some of that with us. Yeah,
I guess, we went into the game, wanting to make sure that, McGovern and those sort of marking backs were sort of nullified and restricted, and so that was coming back to how we were moving the ball through the game, changing angles when we could, and also just not bombing it straight to them. And if we did, the forwards were really making an effort to bring it to ground, and I guess that ground ball sort of thing was around the ground as well. So just trying to make sure that we were showing up at the next contest quicker than them, and it seemed to work. And I think that as the conditions sort of went pretty wet and wild, I thought that we were able to adjust to it best.
Yeah. 31 degrees back here, and we're watching you play.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Wasn't there coldest day or coldest
mate, it was
April
freezing.
day forever, wasn't it?
But yeah, it was back,
history.
I think it was maybe not history. Was it actually for history? I don't know. Maybe it was. It felt cold.
Yeah,
the long sleevers almost came out, so it was cold enough.
It was a great response because the week before in the last quarter against Richmond, it was your big issue, wasn't it? You bombed it in, you weren't able to bring it to ground. So to do it against the best team was very, very good. So a lot of credit to Paddy Ryder and also Todd Marshall, who was fantastic.
He was fantastic. It really was. And I thought he came back into the side and did his job really well.
Let's talk about Ollie Wines. He's taken a couple of weeks to get back to it, but he looks like, or particularly on the weekend, he was outstanding. And so another, I guess, cog in your midfield who's running close to full tilt at the moment. To go with Boakey and Tommy Rockcliffe. Yeah,
mate, it's good. I think that having all the boys up firing, it really just helps. It obviously makes it tough for opposition to match up on you, and it just means that you're going to get first look going inside 50. So we've been really happy with it. And Ollie, I know that he was pretty disappointed about how he started those first couple games, but to his credit, on the weekend he was awesome.
Up front, new role, enjoying it?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, it's been good. It's a bit of a change to what I've probably been used to the last 11 years or so. But mate, it's good. It's sort of re-energised me in a way. It's excited me around working with some of the young guys and also just getting used to playing a different role. So it's been good.
Tell us the discussions around that. I'm not going to say it's a stroke of genius because I still see you go through the midfield and you've got enormous value there. But talk us through who sold it to you, who came up with it, your role down there, and because it is, no one would have picked it.
Yeah, I guess probably, not many would have. And, Bass, I guess, was probably one of the big drivers behind it. He went forward and became the forward line coach from working with the backs for the last 3 or 4 years. And, pretty much I just sort of said to him one day, mate, when are you going to get me forward? And he was sort of looking at me like, well, I'd say it's going to happen. And, I was sort of taking it, saying it tongue in cheek, and all of a sudden had a meeting with Kenny and him the next couple of days, and he was like, mate, it's legitimate. Well, I'm thinking about wanting for you to spend more time forward, and are you happy with it? And that was probably back in December, and I just said, look, give me a good chance of learning the role and actually getting used to it over the pre-season, and I'll make sure that I can do it well. And I guess that's where it sort of came from. Yeah.
The selection has been really interesting. Ken Hinkley's rewarded the guys that are in form, and blokes like Sam Gray and Dougal Howard found themselves on the outer. They've now come back in and look really sharp. And Stephen Motlop went back and did really well on the sample. So clearly everyone's on their toes because there's a lot of pressure coming from beneath.
Yeah, definitely. And that's I think that's always a good sign of a good team, a good consistent team, is when they've got so many players in the SNFL that are doing well, and really when they do come into the AFL side, keep that form going. And Sammy Gray and Dougal are 2 examples of really doing it well. And I know that Mott's now has gone back in the SNFL and did really well again. So I know that he's there. Broggsy's sort of round the mark, and he's playing some really good SNFL footy. And you've got a number of guys doing that, and it definitely does keep the boys on their toes.
Raging favourites against North, Anzac weekend round, Friday night. You know this one's coming.
Yes.
You've got to put these ones to bed, don't you?
Well, that's
When you're the
it's a good
favourites.
good point, mate. Yeah, and I guess we came up against Richmond a couple of weeks ago, and weren't able to get it done.
And us bullfeds are talking you up.
Always. It's a funny one though. The competition is so tight, and I know that we're always going to talk it around that pre-game. But the competition is so tight these days that you really can't take the foot off at any stage. You saw the Bullies Carlton on the weekend, and there's games left, right, and centre.
Freo GWS.
Freo GWS. So sorry, mate. But yeah, it is like that, and you need to make sure that you can win them.
Pollack and Pittard will be back as well. Now, if you want to see us boo them, 8223 0055. First caller through now. You get a chance to win a double pass. It's the FIVEaa locker room, valued at $430.
Great prize.
Entry, premium seats in the Riverbank stand. You have food, drinks at halftime, player appearances. You will love this. It is a simple true or false question. 8223 0055, and there'll be a massive crowd there. If Port Adelaide do a couple of things well, maybe more than a couple, it's honouring our Anzacs on this Anzac weekend, so you'll want to be there. Port North this Friday. Get to it, 8223 0055.
Okay, time to lighten the mood a little bit. We're going to do 99 seconds thanks to 99 Bikes.
Time for 99 seconds with Rowie and Bicks. Thanks to 99 Bikes for Australia's biggest range. Prospect, Mile End, Marion, West Lakes, College Park and Modbury. Let's ride.
Okay, some rapid fire questions. If you could be an animal, what would it be and why?
Lion. Yeah, King of the Jungle.
Yeah.
Your favourite movie?
The Dark Knight, Batman.
Serious?
Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
How long does it take you to get ready in the morning?
Oh, well, these days about 2 seconds. Yeah.
If you were stranded on a tropical island with any of your teammates, who would it be?
Stranded. TJ, he's always pretty savvy. He can get things done. And Hartsy, he's probably the opposite, but good value.
Okay. Cricket or tennis?
Tennis.
Roger or Rafa?
Roger.
Instagram or Twitter?
Instagram.
Rich and ugly or poor and good looking?
Oh, poor and good looking.
Yeah. Somebody wants to say
To
that.
sign an autograph or take a selfie?
Take a selfie.
Are you an early riser or night owl?
Early riser.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how good a driver are you?
10, but my wife would probably say about 3.
Say something in another language.
Buongiorno.
Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
Kim Kardashian or Donald Trump?
Kim Kardashian.
Favourite pizza topping?
Meat lovers.
NFL or NBA?
NFL.
Sunrise or sunset?
Sunset.
Favourite emoji?
The thumbs up. Or the laughing face.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how cool are you?
Not very.
Summer or winter?
Summer.
And the final one, if you had a time machine which could go to the future or to the past, which year would you visit?
Oh, mate, that's a tough one. There's so many options. I don't know. I'd go too late. Past and...
Well done. That was
You go
brilliant.
back.
Thanks to 99 Bikes. Absolute ripper. Stay with us. We've got Alex from Brooklyn Park here. Alex, Bicks and Ebo with you?
Yep.
Okay. See if you get this right. True or false?
Here it goes, mate. You got a 50-50 chance. You would think. Now, Port Adelaide's worst win-loss record against all the teams in the AFL is against North Melbourne. True or false?
True.
Oh, man.
The other one. Let's go to Gary. Gary, did you hear the question?
Yes.
True or false?
It's got to be true.
No. Hang on. Hold fire.
Say false, Gary, and we'll give it to you.
Oh,
False.
Let's play it again.
Oh, we love a winner, don't we? Now, I would have thought it was going to be true. Unfortunately, though, it's not. The worst record is against Geelong, and they've got an even worse one against Sydney. And North Melbourne is the worst. Is the third worst.
Okay. Hey, Gary, congratulations, mate. You're going to watch Port Adelaide take on North Melbourne, portadelaidefc.com.au. You'll love that. That is with the FIVEaa locker room. Before you go, congratulations, little Henry. How old's he now?
Yeah, cheers, mate. He's, 7 weeks now? Yeah. So it's
have you had him in at Physio Extra, Perry Street down
of course
here?
I have, yes.
Hey.
The physios in there were loving it, so it was good.
That is the best shop around, just around the corner, not a shop. We were in there the other day, Bicks. Brilliant,
What, did
downstairs.
you? Yeah, check that downstairs.
Did the
do a
big
class
tour?
or what?
Well, I need
not yet. Every year I keep talking about it. You're just not
And
there
one
yet.
last one. Congratulations, you graduated.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, I did a Bachelor of Human Movement, so that's been sort of 7 or 8 years in the making. And then my wife actually finished a Masters of Sport Physio, so it was both in the same couple of days there, the graduation.
Tell you what,
Smart
I'm gonna
parents,
say.
good looking.
Everyone hates an
Physio
overachiever. Hey, Brad.
Good on you, Brad.
Thanks for coming in. Good luck. Big game against the Kangaroos this week. Chance to really consolidate your spot at the top of the ladder. Get a Pure Tap for $49 up front on a payment plan. T's and C's at puretap.com.au.
The FIVEaa Sports Show. Stephen Rowe and Mark Bickley. Weekday afternoons from 4.